I'm very excited to see it continue.
Yeah, this is Atom. We're a team Wi-Fi, but if there is one team that might be able to go toe-to-toe in the jungle category, it is North America.
That's interesting that you point that out because this might be the first time Neil actually plays against someone who farms just as quickly as he does. Wait.
China is the hard counter to the health.
Overcommitting, and then you kind of get messed up by the Ghost Walk, whereas Valheim can stay at a distance, just poke all day, and not really fall into any trouble. His stun also helps a lot too, because sometimes when you're trying to pop Ghost Walk, you can get stunned out of it, and you can't. Ghost Walk is not an ability you can actually use when stunned. So that could be their thinking. I don't love it, but if it does the job against Marja, then it's doing its job. I know that sounds very Yogi Berra-ish, but basically that's how it works.
All right, that's the call. Who do you think won the draft?
Oh boy.
You know what? I'll give you a moment. It's game number 1. We're into it officially. North America playing Chinese Taipei in the first round of the quarterfinals. The loser of this goes home. There is no double elimination. You're gone. Luckily, they have 7 games to sort it out. D2, I'm going to make you firmly tell me who came out on top here.
I can't firmly tell you anything. I think it's very, very close.
All right,
honestly.
softly tell me. Whisper it sensually if you have to.
I think that Chinese Taipei slightly wins this. The
All
draft,
right.
I mean. Not, yeah.
I appreciate that.
But again, nothing crazy.
Is that the effect of the Yina Valheim? Are you giving that because of the sidelines?
I think that the Croth versus the Darcy is a really big deal. I think that they really won that matchup. I think that Valheim is okay. He's not gonna. I mean, this is about as good a Valheim matchup as you're going to get, and everything else is solid, right? So
yeah.
Whereas he doesn't have a bad lineup either, but
the Nacroth, though we have kind of been discussing, is the hard counter to the Hellsing.
I wouldn't like to say. I don't like to say hard
sorry,
counter.
The Darcy. My bad.
It's like a soft-boiled egg counter, right? It's like between soft and hard. I think you're confused.
Sure, I agree. Eggs sure are like that. They're a little bit hard on the outside, but you break through the shell and they're all squishing. And that's exactly how you feel about this counter.
Now you get it.
Painting a picture with your words, you know?
Yep. Oh, that's a nice snipe. So that really every snipe that KT Fox hits here really limits what the opposing team is capable of doing. So Neil has to go back to jungle now. They can't quite contest the Abyssal Dragon yet. And then this is a lot of footsies here over in the Abyssal Dragon, just making sure you leash it so that the other team can't easily take it. Ooh,
Beginnings. We didn't even talk about him, but star supports on both sides. I think Beginnings is one of the best support players in the world, because he's my boy. There's Neil.
Yeah, absolutely is. Yuson just like took a bunch of shots there, sitting there.
Yeah.
That's one of the problems with you just kind of sit there with charging, and if you're not endangering anyone else, they're like, well, we're just gonna shoot you then if that's okay.
I always feel like Yuna needs like an anime charging his attack or her attack sound. She's just like, ah, you know?
Unfortunately, they only give that to male protagonists in anime. The females kind of
I
gets
feel like if
restrictions.
she shouted the entire time she was charging her attack, less people would play her. I was just saying. And then I wouldn't lose so many games. Yuzan
Is
and
that why
Neil,
Richter keeps getting banned? Because no
Yeah,
one wants to hear him
actually, yes, because of his voice lines. Yuzan and Neil group up in the top lane, just trying to push through and gain some control, maybe grab a gank, but they cannot because Neil on the Wonder Woman was playing real passive, real safe. That's part of the reason you picked the Wonder Woman, because the Wonder Woman is just the safest thing in the world.
talk. Oh, Benny? Benny. He's like
Don't
within
mind
the
him.
team.
A stealth bush? Oh, and it works out. Good damage through. The flicker was burned as well. That's massive at a game this close.
So we've had a lot of banter, and part of that's because these teams have not wanted to fight early. And that's basically been their playstyle this entire time. NA wants to get Zane farmed up so he can get going. That's particularly true when you're playing a Darcy who really wants to get farmed up. Make sure you get to that apocalypse and start reaping through people with Dimensional Walk. Same thing is true with Titan Taipei. They're not looking for kills, but they will kill you if they find an opening. And NA has not provided that opening, so this has led to not necessarily passive play, but not necessarily trying to go for picks either.
This is interesting because it plays to both their strengths, though. Chinese Taipei have such good late-game team fights, they're alright chilling. And North America want to live in a world where Zane hits level 15 at 10 minutes. And he's doing real well this far. He's currently level 8. So, like, both teams are alright with this game chilling for a while.
Yeah. Either side would be a little bit put off guard if they started getting picks behind him. Oh, Zane. Oh, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah. Eating quite a lot from the dive from Neil. That ethereal pulse as well. It chews him up. Very little HP left, but no kills over yet.
And they do get that first blood, though, which is huge. Yuzon just completely getting demolished by Zane's combo, and the combo, or the combination with Neil, I should say. You know, Neil and Neil sound so similar. It's very confusing.
Hey.
I just realized that.
Oh, Neil, top lane. Neo in trouble. Judgment Blade will tag him up. Neil stays close. Neo punished as well. He can't get out. He's got the bracelets.
Am I good now? Hello? Alright. I don't know what's happening, but I, it seems na ayaw gumana ng mic ko sa headset. Wait lang, CR lang ako. So, hindi gumagana yung mic ng headset ko ngayon. I'll just try to restart later on for it to work, I guess. But yeah, tuloy
Neil's
tayo.
past him, but Neo with a flicker will get to safety.
Neil had to use everything to get away, and that is the power of an Necrotic, especially with that might buff beginnings. Hello?
Beginnings tries to come up here, has to blow the Hurricane Wall just to get underneath the tower, and that won't save him as Neil dives back in. He's still hitting tower shots though. Benny has to wild charge to intercept that snipe, and he does.
What? Beautiful play there. They do end up getting the tower on the bottom side, but a little bit of a good play, a little bit of fortitude here from Giant Taipei as well. At the end of the video, kind of an even trade. We got some even goal, we got even towers. This is a pretty good match so far.
Yeah. Even trade in the tower game, no kills over. North America would have liked to have held or at least traded for that top tower. But you can't always get the fact that they stay even by getting that bot lane tower means that it's still an even playing field.
Spearland Giant is picked up here for Yuzon on the Yina. That's a very standard item for Yina, even though I think it's a garbage item in general. Because you need that cooldown reduction. That's one of the only items you can pick on her that gives her maximum balance. And the reason why you want cooldown reduction is so that she can get her full combo up on
Visual Dragon, North America for it, and they should be able to lock it down. There's no even heal steal attempt. There's the area though, and he'll double down. Ghost Walk blown. There was the portal as well. Neither confirmed the kill. 2 ults spent for North America. They stay safe in the back line. Now Neo takes the front line. Oh, that's a good lasso. Wind Scud down, but there's no significant follow-up.
Oh my goodness, TJ. That was so close for Team NA. If a couple of things had gotten slightly different, they could have had not a wipe, but a wipe on the opposing team. First, a mistake from Neil trying to jump in on Zane. He has a perfect dimensional walk, chunks him down coming back, and then Neil pops his ult too, the Judgment Blade, and that means he doesn't have his cleanse for the ult. When Zane sees that, he immediately throws out his dimensional portal, and unfortunately he was so eager to throw it out that he missed to the left. Neil's able to get away, and then the combo after wasn't on target.
Zane with the portal barely gets out ahead of this chase, but he does. He's taking some risks here, but they're still paying off as this match goes on. Both teams, I think, feel more pressure on them to make these plays happen.
Alright.
Right, but that is part of the strength of Darcy. Oh.
Wild charge in. That's actually anti-synergy. Benny pulled Beginnings out of Yuzon's danger zone.
Yeah, that can be difficult, especially with Malden, because all of his displays will put him on the ground.
What is happening? Well, let's just lower the quality. I don't know what's happening, but let's just lower the quality. What?
Did North or out?
Crystal Dragon yet? And then this is a lot of footsies here over the.
But they're still paying off as this match goes on. Both teams, I think, feel
What?
more pressure on them to make these plays happen.
Right, but that is part of the.
Yeah, for sure, Justin,
Wild
for
charge
sure.
in. That's actually anti-synergy. Benny pulled Beginnings out.
A good, not counter, but something to deal with Nina.
The American guy, well, I guess like they're both a little biased this game. I think they want NA to win, though it is not impossible for NA to win.
Right up there. Get away from my quarterback.
Uh-oh, flicker forward. KZ Fox has to disengage. Neo will get the kill onto Yuzon. That's Neo actually quite low as well. Yet again, the frontline holds for North America. Now they'd like more. Neo is relying on the regen from that Spirit Sentinel to hang around. But as Benny comes through as well, North America decide to trip back, focus their efforts towards their mid-lane tower.
Very well done by Neil on Chinese Taipei, jumping in there and really throwing off Zane. Zane really didn't expect Necrotic to come out of nowhere, but that is the strength of Necrotic. He can just jump on you from a distance when you can't even see him on your screen. Now, if Zane was slightly more careful there, then perhaps they really take that fight easily. But you have to say, he's got to be aggressive.
NA has a real big problem of this Taiwan team getting farmed. Because their marksman is just stronger, and their mage is stronger when farmed. Like, this Kali, they will not be able to stop. Yeah, I think he's from NA, like TJ is from NA. He's not, I don't think he sounds British though.
I don't think they even know. Now they know. Ring of the Fiend has spotted Benny and the Dark Slayer, but it's too little, too late. And Benny actually goes forward, grabbing Beginnings out. Now the snipes come through. He's forced to
because it's gonna be real hard to defend against this Kali.
Oh, Neil, the Pope.
Neil is so good at that, getting in and then getting out before anything can catch him. But like you mentioned, the fact that Beginnings had to pop Hurricane Wall, and it wasn't because of Benny. It was actual. Benny did have a nice knockup, but it was the damage coming from the Ethereal Pulse, and that's how good Star's Ethereal Pulses have been. Beginnings knew exactly that he's going to be hit by all of those shots, and you can't always say that about a Kali, that you're definitely going to get hit. That is the positioning, that is the knowledge that Star possesses here. He knows exactly when to pop it, because he knows how you're going to move with regard to the jump.
They're gonna have a real big problem against this Kali. It's just hard for them to deal with Kali's poke.
This is what Chinese Taipei do in close games. One small win on the towers turns into an abyssal, which turns into the
no.
solidly on the back foot. Oh, Zane. Dimensional walk just to be able to pop back and forth, and he does. Yuzon does catch off KO though, and there's no one in the area. Ghost Walk will have to be blown, but it does work out. KO gets safe. In the bot lane, this tower will fall. Benny Neil wins the Drake itself. All down to push it down.
I want to repeat what you said there. This is when Chinese Taipei turn on. They look for mistakes the entire game, but this is where mistakes are more likely to happen when you start getting a slight lead. They pick and prod at you until you make a mistake, TJ.
Oh my god. Look at how the Kali can just kill Elsu.
The Drake can be taken down. I think that means the Ethereal Pulse is a net win for North America, because they keep their high grounds, but they're losing up in the top lane. It's only high ground towers left. Chinese Taipei just rushing down.
This is what they do to you. You think you're doing well, you think you're keeping up, but Chinese Taipei, they know exactly when to turn it on. They saw an opportunity to be aggressive, and now, yeah.
You know what the big problem for me is? Like, the other caster, this guy D2, I think he knows the players well, but it's not really how Chinese Taipei is turning on. Hey, good afternoon, Jechen. So it's not really how Chinese Taipei is turning on because of their enemies' mistakes, but it's because of the nature of their lineup, which is really waiting for Star to get his farm so that he could poke the enemy team, and thus them having an easier time just farming outside the map, and in general pushing, because when Star hits his critical mass, there's no way any of these heroes can live against his poke. So all these 5 heroes are very susceptible to the Kali poke, and also they have no, what do you call this? They have no catch for Kali, so they're just gonna have a real hard time this match. This Kali will be doing like most of the damage from now on.
NA has all their high ground towers up, but that is a lot of real estate they're giving up to the opposing team. With the Dark Slayer coming up in 40 seconds, Chinese Taipei is just going to live in their jungle and force them away.
Game 1 of the best of 7 Chinese Taipei. Here's one marathon. This was them just setting up and grinding down. Things would have to be massive to turn round. Neo might have found them. Meanwhile, Prism turns the tables in mid. The Ethereal Pulse will be
Just look
blocked.
at the
Neil's big
damage
shot.
on Neil.
Studs, has to blow the bracelet. There's the dive. Hurricane will intercept Neil, but there's more dive as Yuzon goes on to Zayn. He can't find the kill. Zayn survives just narrowly. KZ Fox will melt though as the dive comes back from Neil, and that's going to be Neo and KZ Fox both down in a 2-for-0 trade in the middle lane.
Because of Neo trying to go in for Kali, and
Really decided that fight.
Okay, the Zayn. Wow, I'm paying her here to run a marathon. This was.
Yeah.
I think they wanted to call for an end for Neo, but his allies are just way too far. Like you would see how Zayn is trying to move downwards or going to his base. It's right over here. Just look at my mouse. Just look at Zayn. When Neo goes in, Zayn was actually trying to move back.
This was.
Yeah.
There you go. He was trying to move back. And I don't know if this was a miscommunication for them, but they could have killed Star. And after they killed Star, they could have won the engagement.
Getting up and grinding down, things would happen.
And now you want to catch up, but Benny is right in front of your team.
To be massive to turn rounds, and Neo might.
Yeah, Benny is just in front of your team. You're not going to be able to catch up to this guy now. I just fucking tried to poke Benny. Or maybe, I don't know, man, just back out. Because you already know that Neil and Yuzon will be coming from both sides to pincer you. Yeah, and then they still move forward. Even though they knew that these guys are going in. Like, they could have just given away Neo since she's not going to give anything to their defense. Like, they should have just given away Neo, and then they could have defended fine. But because of this, they're all gonna, their team fight will collapse. Rather. Because they still wanted to fight here. There you go. Half HP just like that. And then Neo still has first skill to get out. Yeah. At this point, they already knew they lost. Even look at how Yuzon used Yenatu on how he went in. I think he blinked here. Yeah, he blinked.
Goes on to Zayn. He can't find the kill. Zayn survives just narrowly. KZ Fox will melt though as the dive comes back from Neo.
Yeah, they just collapsed because of that. And then lost KZ Fox and Neo. Now they're gonna have a harder time. Actually, the ping is getting better, man. You just need lots more patience.
KZ Fox.
So right now they don't have half their damage because half their damage comes from KZ Fox, and then the other half comes from Zayn. I think KO also has damage, but he will not be able to reach majority of TPE just because the range for Marja isn't as far a range for Zayn and also for KZ Fox.
Both down in a 2-for-0 trade in the middle lane.
So they're gonna have a really hard time right now.
Benny really decided that fight because Neil was all by himself and Neil couldn't approach because if they didn't approach, they're gonna get dove upon. Even just stepping one pinky toe forward, DJ, that meant that Chinese Taipei was able to jump all over them. Yuzon was on the back line, that means it was a full retreat, and Neil was left to his own devices. He goes down, KZ Fox gets picked up in the scrim as well. In the scrum, I should say, and Chinese Taipei are putting their foot on that gas pedal.
Yeah. It is about to be nailed to the floor, though, as well. In a second, the high ground shower falls. Chinese Taipei are just going to close this gap.
They're grabbing the cinder block to put on the gas pedal.
Yes.
Like, hitting it right there.
This is the exact kind of gameplay we kind of criticized them for on day one of groups. We said Chinese Taipei are playing every game like it's a world championship. And that means every game is taking a little bit too long.
Look at how much damage Star will be doing now.
paying off.
And then
His
see how
friend,
Benny just
Neil lands a
defends this.
sick lasso, and Benny is
Oh
just
my
can't
god.
receive. You can get nothing over that man.
They won't be able to
That's the second
fight them.
time in a row that Neil is on top of Star, and he doesn't even use. Benny doesn't even use wild cards. He's like, let's just put you on the field. That's okay.
Sit down. A long way down. Here's Benny. Again, we say
Benny is just way too fun right now. He can take so much damage,
Double buff.
but not too much though.
Coming for your towers is the terrifying sentence and the sentiment. There is decent way up there from North America. They're not too far behind, but this needs to be perfect.
And Neil has the Blade of Eternity and Yuzong got Fenrir's Tooth. That's gonna be a lot of
Look at how much damage Neil will be doing. Like, these guys will not able to fight.
How hard is it gonna be to take him out?
Here's the dive. Top lane goes walk burned by KO in the bot lane. Neo pushes forward. The portal grabs nobody though. Zane needs to have better results than
Are they gonna be able to take
Tower
mid?
focused down the high ground. It will fall, and Neil survives. The Dark Blessing's blown. That's one of the two resurrects up, but still Blade of Eternity. Still two high grounds gone. North America don't lose any players, but they're on the back foot.
Actually, I think he still does have the Dark Blessing. You can see the insignia on him.
You're right.
Might have been something else. Yeah. So he's fine. No big deal.
Look at how much damage that does. Oh my god.
And they're just pushing on the core. I mean, they have so much.
Yeah. So that's what happens. That's just the nature of Chinese Taipei's lineup. Is Kali will shred everybody. We're in NA's team. That's just the nature of the lineup.
Neil
Look at this.
blows up.
Like, look at Neil just trying to assassinate whoever Kali is able to poke.
Beginnings, one resurrect blown as the Dark Blessing will finally be spent for real that time. But that's a 1-for-0 trade, no matter how you spin it.
Alright, so this is pushing 101, guys. Just so you guys would know if you play on your team or if you play with people you know. So this is pushing 101. I'll just explain it to you real quick right here. Look at how Chinese Taipei position themselves. There's this one guy, which is Baldum right now, or maybe a tank in your team that goes into the base, right? Into the base. It doesn't matter. This guy, his only job is to push you away from this side, right? Because apparently, if you look at how they would push top right here, bottom mid is already done, right? So if you have this situation, even if only mid is down, this is where it gets interesting, and this is where most teams actually fail in pushing or fail in closing out a game. This is the point where most of the teams would fail there. That's why I really want to explain this to everybody. All right. So when you finally take out mid tower, this opens up their base literally, because right here, if for example Benny wasn't there, just take off Benny over here, your whole team or NA's team can position themselves defensively in an arc. All right, so that means everybody can reach you or fire at you at different directions, right? So let's say this is like a 45-degree angle, or no, a 90-degree angle rather. So there is so much space right here where your enemy carries can position themselves, thus making it harder for you guys to defend them right here, right? But if one of your enemies or if one of you goes inside the base, mainly the initiator or the tank or somebody that can catch a carry or disable them, the effect of this positioning would push all the carries over only here in this position over here where my mouse is, right? This will only be the safe position because one of you will be able to catch them if you're near him or you're near them, right over here. So they can't position here because it's going to be open. Your initiator or your tank will be here, he's just gonna shove everybody away over this direction right here, like right here. What that effect would do is when you guys finally want to dive them, you wouldn't have a hard time catching them from a map this big, right? This whole place. You wouldn't have a hard time there because they will all be cluttered right here, right behind the tower, which will be harder for them to defend and will be an opportunity for you to punish them if they get too greedy in defending the tower, right? So just look at how this
But that's
happens.
a 1-for-0 trade, no matter how.
Like they cannot go up. They cannot go up from this side, so you're free to push in here. You're not needed to push in near the wall, which is a really bad spot for you too because your opening will be smaller. You can only run towards that direction going up. You can't run towards the right side because people might be here if Benny wasn't, right?
You spin
So
it,
it just
and the
opens up the
final
map
high ground
so
set.
much that you're not gonna be able to defend. Like look at where Zayn and KO was. They were just too far away and couldn't really poke on Neil as much as if Benny wasn't there. Then they could have just killed Neil, and it was easy peasy defensive.
Is gone. Chinese Taipei are absolutely playing for keeps. That's
Nice.
a good hit from Casey Fox. He'll get Neil once. The second shot won't land. Neil will 1v3.
Oh my God, they can't. Oh my God, they can't fight Star.
Nice wild prison. And with KO down as well, I'm not sure he can win this. Zayn goes in. Oh, that's not bad at all. Nice kill over his use on Fools. But it's 1-for-3, 1
Alright,
for
GG.
4 now as KZ Fox needs to hold all by himself, and I don't think he can do it. I don't think anyone could. It's game number 1 of the best of 7 to Chinese Taipei.
Chinese Taipei showed in that game why they are so.
So
difficult.
that's how you manipulate your enemy's movements, guys.
They were.
It's a really important thing to understand.
So a little crack in the armor. Chinese Taipei ripped out their sword and just shoved it in, and you were going to fall.
And there were promising signs for North America there. The way they held on.
Hey, what up, man, Molokart?
Solid. They played that slow and steady, and it worked fine.
Oh, you got me there, right? Like that's just the easy way to push, man.
And North America.
Not everybody actually understands why. Like people would actually think that they were just being aggressive, right?
Remember when I was describing it?
Yeah, it's really hard to find good people right there.
I found it.
Hey, what's up, man?
Back pocket
Yeah,
at the
man.
same time. There it is.
Good thing you're here,
Putting it
man.
up on the screen for you.
What's up? I'm just doing some game reviews today, and then maybe we'll play a little bit later. So their Chinese Taipei's lineup was just too good for North America. It's gonna be real hard for them right now. Oh yeah, for sure, Mulcar. That's the thing. That's I guess one of the things that's really different with professional players. I guess is that they manipulate enemy movement more. So it's not really how good they are using heroes, but for me it's more of how you can control your enemies on their movement, on what skills you want them to use. The more you can manipulate your enemy, the better you are as a player for me. Oh yeah, like most of the players actually are KDA players, and it's just really not that good. It looks good in your stats, but in a professional player's perspective, yeah, you're good with killing, but it doesn't matter because most people who's gonna play the game will be good at one or two heroes, and they're probably gonna own most of their games. But it really doesn't matter because even if they own most of their games, when they go into the pro scene, it's not about skirmishes, but it's about the manipulation or the mind games, right?
So,
Uh, I was going to the draft.
in the draft is the hot D2 advice.
Uh,
Here is the draft. Of course, if you're wondering why certain characters won't be picked, let's have a quick chat again about global draft pick. What that means is that any character that these players
oh yeah,
have
NA
chosen
is really
for
looking
their
better.
team previously,
No
they
kidding.
cannot choose again till game 7 when it repeats. So in this game, North America cannot pick Marja, Darcy, Elsu, Annette, or Wonder Woman because those are the characters they drafted in game 1. Chinese
Let me
Taipei
just
can
take
pick
some notes, man.
North America cannot.
Oh yeah, by the way, Markar, I'm a
Those aren't
coach now.
special restrictions just for the North
So
American
most of
team.
my streams, you'd see me just reviewing games.
It's called Global Fan Pick, and it should produce some wild comps. Hayate
Oh my
is
god, why did they
the
give away
Chinese
Hayate
Taipei.
though?
North America bad out the Elsu that they chose last game and pull in a Bolden Tula.
That's kind of weird. Like, for me, you never give away Hayate. Just like Hayate is just way too strong enough. I'm all good, man. Getting better. A month ago, I had congestive heart failure,
Right. Just
and I was in the ICU for quite some time. But I'm recovering now mostly. I just came home from Malaysia for a tournament.
their later stages of the draft, and they don't want to kind of tip their hand, or they don't know which way they're going to go with the draft yet. And so this gives them a solid foundation.
Yes. Speaking of solid foundations, I don't know why I sounded so unsure. Yes.
Oh yeah,
Speaking
for
of
sure,
solid
man.
Foundations. Tulip coming in as the center
Hmm.
opens things up. You
I
can
think
get
it
the
would be better
confidence
for them if they get
of
Nakaroff
recently
rather than Murad.
was, one of the top 3
Because their
makers.
lineup right now, yeah, Colin can be good.
He is one of the best.
Because their
Actually,
lineup
fair
right
to
now,
say,
NA,
be
is
played,
offensive.
around him.
But
Well, Hayate, his strength
Murad
obviously is being
isn't.
able to guard the battlefield, and that is unusual for Marks.
So Colin can be good. Colin is an offensive jungle.
Tulin can match him dash for dash, especially what was this like 3 or 4 patches ago, where they kind of
For sure, man. Yeah, like don't worry though. I'm getting way better.
by a little bit, I mean way longer range. So
We're recovering and competing at a higher level, man.
passive off, actually kill him.
It's all about competing, bro. But yeah, I really want to take care of myself right now, since baby leather is 2 months old right now, and I don't want her to grow up without a dad, if you know what I mean.
You want to be able to have your own mobile mage or flexible mage, rather than going for a more static mage like
All right, Rourke.
someone who's more of like a back.
All right, see what happens when they picked Baldom, and they know that NA is a farming team. Like TPE knows that NA loves to farm as a team. They know that NA goes for a mid game to late game strategy almost all of the times. So what TPE does is they ban Talanas and Valheim because these two are just really strong mid to late game when they farm early on. Oh yeah, for sure, man. Always need that motivation.
Really rips those types of skills up. So I like the basket. That's what I'm trying to say.
I also like Tulin to Hayate because his burst fair as well. Hayate is one of the squishiest boys in the game. One of the other people that will be good at squishing that boy is Quellen, who comes through. Olivia as well. This is a high burst composition. I like this. You're making questioning sounds, though.
Hmm.
But who's playing what?
Priam.
Illumia from mid.
For sure, man.
Chilling on the side.
No worries, bro.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay, then
Hmm.
who's actually playing the Tulip then?
No, no, nope. It's been a long time since I've seen
well, it could be
Green,
either
but
Neo or Terra.
Toxic and
'Cause
Akuma
they flip back and
pops
forth pretty
in from time to time.
I'd say it's more
They both are
likely
here
to
most of the
be
times.
I'll predict in the bottom lane.
Yeah, Illumia. So they're going to the jungle, I guess. For NA, they're going to the jungle. Oh no, they're going to side. Maybe they thought that Taiwan wanted to pick Florentino. That's why they thought of just going to the side. And then they're going to Illumia double mage now, but I guess they have CC, but Richter will own 3 of their characters right now. Oh yeah, for sure, man. I actually just started streaming again because of this heart condition before. After I went to the ICU, my doctor didn't want me to do any work for around 2 weeks. No, it's a wrong call. Cullen will be going jungle. Cullen will probably go head to head with Richter. Or yeah, because Tulin is gonna be weak against Raz. Raz will be able to own Tulin real easy. Oh, what the fuck was that sound? And then Illumia, she can actually go against Raz or even go against Hayate. Hayate will be able to poke her, but she will be able to defend easy against Hayate and Net. So let's see.
Seeing this particular combination before. So this might be something that I just figured out, but we're gonna have to be learning along with the
You
viewers.
despise uncertainty, so this is, I can tell you're in a...
Oh my god.
I'm fine with it. I just need to be honest. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, yeah, well, obviously this two
I am.
combination is
I'm
gonna be
pandering.
doing this. And this. Like, no, we've never
This,
seen it before.
no, I think this is really good for North America because they have so much burst.
Hmm.
When they start these team fights, you have Cataclysm to force out.
Oh yeah, they
Someone
are.
to dive in, Quillen to punish anyone who gets out of position.
It's gonna be real hard for NA this game, I guess.
Mobility, but they've got the bowling for that. Now, big danger aspect.
Wukong plus Raz is gonna be an auto kill for Illumia plus Tulin
Well,
if
let's
they're
talk about
caught
that. We haven't
behind.
seen Wukong in professional play in a long, long time.
Some of the Valor Series teams thought he'd be real chill. They ran him with crit. I think that was primarily Latin America doing
Well,
that.
Oh, you mean you have to run with crit? That's basically how kit works. So
Yeah, so they're just going Roxy.
Viewers at home, if you're
Yeah, Roxy's just a direct counter for Omen, so that's a real smart pick for NA.
So, you know how everyone has like a base damage amount, right? On their attack. So for instance, Violet, when she does attack to fire, there's a base damage and then there's a portion that scales with the amount of attack damage that you have. Wukong, usually that base damage is not multiplied on critical hits. Wukong's is though, he's a special case. So you really want to be getting as many crits as possible, getting the crit percentage as high as possible, because every time you get a crit, it's not just scaled on your attack damage, it's also scaled in the base damage that actually is also multiplied, and multiplied by 2.5 if you have Cloud. So, if you are Wukong, you want to get as much crit percent as possible, that's also in your Kana, and it also means that Wukong, he doesn't get very consistent until later in the game. A lot of your crits earlier are just random chance. So it's a really big risk to be jumping in and trying to gank. That means, and also if you combine the fact that Wukong has stuff like Quillen, Wukong ends up becoming a very, very late game hero because he can stealth in, kill someone, stealth back out with the effect of the second half of his ult. And that just means that he can. Really
Yeah, Zil could have been better, though. Wait. Hmm. If he went Zill though, he'd only be able to get Hayate. Though if he went Kriknak, then it would be a different story. Like Kriknak will be doing real well against Hayate Raz. And that's just gonna be a hard support to fight. It's just that, yeah, Annette is just
Actually,
gonna be a hard
this
support to fight.
people pick people who normally pick Assassin Brothers and Kriknak expect them to just have early power spikes and fall off late. But Wukong and Krillin are exact opposite, or the exact opposite of that normal archetype, where they actually scale late, not early.
They do better the longer the game goes on.
Yeah, maybe Zill is just your
Really interesting, and not only do
what
we
do you call this,
not
comfort
do we get the
pick.
privilege of seeing Wukong, but we see Wukong go
Or you're just
against basically the
more
main
used
server
to Zill.
stealth late game assassin throne in Quilly. So this would be really interesting to see.
All right, show me the Wu Daddy. As Chinese Taipei pull out the Wukong on their best jungler, Neil, the best jungler in the world. It's game number 2 of the best of 7 between North America and Chinese Taipei to decide who gets to the semi-finals of the AWC 2019.
Yeah, it's gonna be real hard. And then,
So
oh my god, smart move. So they
very
put
similar to
Yuzon in the dragon lane
where both teams
because he
basically
cannot win against Roxy.
because that's
This is just smart movement for TPE. What NA has to do right now is
A lot
swap
of early
over
influence
Tulin
when it comes
and
to I'm
Roxy.
really impressed by that.
They have to fight their advantage of Roxy, because if they don't use Roxy for the advantage against Omen will be able to free farm against this Tulin and just win the game, because like their lineup and A's lineup isn't really as strong versus Omen. Not until like everybody gets farmed, but Zane can be caught by Omen if Omen gets early farm. Even KZ, Fox, Neo, all these 3 cores can be killed by Omen easily if he gets farm. That's why they need to push for KO to fight against Omen the whole game. Like KO just has to chase after Yuzon, man. Hmm. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the stream.
Yeah, beginnings took
So
over by
they really have to chase this Omen around, because this guy, like, oh my god.
Oh my god, I'm so
All
sorry.
right, Yuzon might die.
That was
Oh
Benny
no!
who
Oh
was
no!
doing
No!
it.
No!
I just saw an net and I thought beginnings. My bad.
Oh my
It was
god.
beginnings who was stealing away a whole bunch of camps on the net. Still very
I'm so
impressive.
confused. Very impressive. But the wrong
Super easy for him to just stay away from Roxy. No, no, I mean like
Yes.
that's the thing. Like you cannot. That's the thing, man. Like you have to. How do I say this? You have to set the pace for the game. You can't follow your enemy's tempo. You have to set your own tempo. So you have to force your enemies to follow you. So when you just don't stop chasing Omen around till the point that Omen just stops moving and you lock him into place, right? And just you lock him into the lane. You just don't stop chasing him around until you force that. If he moves, you move. Well, the thing is, like, nobody's gonna be able to farm. He's not gonna be able to farm. You're gonna be able to farm. You're gonna be able to clear lanes faster. You're gonna be able to steal creeps faster because you're Roxy. And you just disrupt him whichever way you can. Just make him run around the map. Like, if Omen doesn't get farm mid game, Roxy's gonna have a much bigger what do you call this? Yeah, Roxy's gonna have a much bigger impact with low farm than Omen because Roxy is just naturally more tanky. She has a catch. Omen also does have a catch, but just Roxy's just way stronger early on. That Roxy's peel is gonna be hard to deal with. So if you both don't have farm, Rox's impact on his team will be higher than Omen, and thus you just won. And then if Omen still doesn't join the team fights, you're basically gonna win 4v5, and then Roxy just goes into lane again to bully the Omen out. Like, like that's just how I would play it, man.
Well,
Look at that. They just
so
swapped
many things to
out.
talk about with this game.
That's a good
You
thing.
have
They
this
swapped
weird
out.
Tulin Omen matchup that's now turning to Roxy flip there. Now we're actually going for some pressure.
Well, the first thing Yuzon will do, because he already cleared these creeps, is when he sees Roxy after he gets this, he might be moving up top now.
Sentinel. North America kind of already on the back foot.
Casey Fox had a really nice power divine light. For those of you who don't play much Lumia and don't know what much it's about, every time you use 2 abilities in a row, you get an empowered divine light, and you can use it immediately. And it's a wide range.
Yeah, they're not gonna be able to kill him. Oh my god, why did you do that though?
Over revenge in mid potentially for North America. But Shane can't find
Wrong
enough
movement
first blood
for
to Chinese
Neo.
I was wondering why Casey Fox popped his ultimate there. It seemed like a little bit early. So that was actually an attempt on save on Neo, and unfortunately it wasn't enough because these very mobile heroes usually get out of range for that cataclysm.
Yeah, our camera was focused towards the mid lane. The reason he blew the Cataclysm was up in the top lane. And it did almost work things out.
It was hopeful.
Alright, so TP is just ahead now.
Neo will appreciate the effort. Keep it up there.
This is a good thing that they're trying to force this now, but position wise they might die.
That predictive win cups. So that was communication. The only reason he knew anyone was in that push.
Oh my god, he gets caught too.
Death back and Death's Embrace. They've got a kill. Nicely done. Abyssal Dragon also to the Chinese Taipei pocket.
Oh my goodness, that is such amazing play by Chinese Taipei team. Jumping in on them, they get the Death's Embrace, and then they dodge out on the Wild Beast as well. By the way, look at this build from Neil. I love it. Quadruple gloves. Give me all the gloves, TJ. Gloves on gloves on gloves.
Did
Gotta get the extra
someone
large
say-
one to fit on top.
Did someone say they'd like some crit?
So every single one of those gloves, by the way, ooh, very nice combo by King Fox, but every single one of those gloves provides 12% crit. So 12 times 4 is 48. He has basically 50% crit on his items alone. He probably has more than that in his Arcana. You might get crit damage in your Arcana if you are weak.
In tournament like this, no Arcana user. No, this is full Arcana used. Like in tournaments like these ones, or even tournaments that are the big tournaments, you're given tournament accounts that has maximum Arcana and all heroes, all skins unlocked. So you're basically given a super account for tournaments like these, and you're gonna be setting up your own Arcana style for your heroes, your own builds, and whatever.
But yeah, that is actually a decent build. You go straight for the crit, because that's what you want most. You want to get that crit percentage as high as possible, then you start building into your
Man, watching professional.
It's actually weird that they were caught off by this build because this was already done before by I think Muwan in Thailand, where their basic build for most of their marksmen will be 4 gloves plus attack speed boots, so that early game you will have double your DPS with so little of a cost. Like this would cost you around I think 350 per glove, and this is already 50% crit crit chance, and then you'll be using them anyways because you'll be building. First is a Clave Sancti. You use two for that, and then you build Slick Sting, which uses two more gloves. So this is actually a really good setup.
Professional players like Wukong is like such an experience because he's like forever in like
Though this may be their first time seeing Wukong played in this level, in the world level, but yeah, I guess I'm just used to it. I don't know. Because there are teams here in the Philippines who use Wukong, though they do not build Wukong this way. They'd probably rush into their Soul Reaver, which is, I think, really wrong. You can build the Soul Reaver after you get your crit or after you get your Clave Sancti, I guess.
my mind is this kind of meme of a character who's only really irritating at low level, but then he does stuff like that! My God! Where'd you go, KZ Fox? I didn't see you go. He just vanished.
And that is why you build for the gloves. You saw he missed his first crit, and then he just stuck with it, knowing that the percentages were in his favor, TJ. And sure enough, he got the second one. Might have got the third one as well. I'm not sure.
Oh my god. I think Star has a 20% attack speed on this Raz. I was just so fast. He cleared the wave so fast.
But didn't matter. Star was there. They got the kill.
Sometimes I call crit builds dice rolls. He just threw the dice at KZ Fox in the mid lane. Critical hit.
Got him. And now he's building that cleaving claymore, that big yellow sword at the end of his build. That goes into Clave Sancti. Now every single one of those crits, TJ, does 2.5 times damage.
Oh God.
Which is going to be enough.
Don't tell me that. I liked it better when I didn't know the math. KZ Fox round 2? No. Rising uppercut doesn't keep the
Oh my god, this is gonna be really hard for them.
Will take the ball like Sour Saints in the area. Cataclysm through, but Wins gets a kill. His Kunai Blitz just deletes Neo, and now the tables have turned. Zayn, you're the one in trouble. It'll be a rising uppercut combo. He barely escapes with his life, speeding away through the bush. Oh, the footwork!
Nice dodge.
Zayn, you
But
are
Wukong,
insane.
like watch where Wukong is. He's gonna be able to kill this guy.
KZ Fox is gone. There's
Yeah.
nothing he can do. The rest of the North American team.
And then NA's TP is gonna be able to push top. Yeah.
Exactly, because right as
Oh,
that
no.
was on, the rest of the team was there.
But there you go. Like even if you see that even if Yuzon was ahead in level and probably in gold too, which is what 3 point something K, 3.3K versus Roxy's 2.9K. Like Roxy is just way ahead in fights versus this what do you call this? Omen. So if Roxy gets beside Omen, Omen just dies completely. He doesn't have anything except for Blink to get out of this.
Probably going to die, but that's all that NA can do right now.
Chinese Taipei get the Visual Dragon as well, and just
So
like
it's a
that,
it's
they're
a
5 kills up,
4-1
totally
strategy
spiraling
for
out of
TPE.
control.
I'm liking it actually.
Wukong was here to win game 2.
Wu knew. Or I mean, Neil knew. I mean,
Yeah.
oh, no.
What?
Oh. Anyway, just to make things worse, Boomstick has been picked up here by Star. That is a major power spike for Raz because he wants to have the AoE on all of his power charges going forward. So things have gone from bad to worse here for Team NA.
I never thought I'd ask this. Is there such a thing?
Omen just went down again. Yuzon.
Yes, because once you pass 100% crit,
Like he just doesn't want to fight Roxy. Just don't fight Roxy.
You're like, we'll give you more damage because you had so much crit percentage.
Glad I
Yeah, for sure, Mohammed.
So Wukong, Neil does go for the flashy bits to get more.
Oh,
Neo.
no.
Lightning strike in. He's gone. Star is kickboxing and it's going quite well. You can't 1v1 him at that range.
That was a beautiful, explosive KO too from Star to get out of there. He wasn't going to die, but you never know. Some sort of combo might open after you have to play the Cataclysm.
The ulti for Bed. They know that beginning doesn't have ulti, so they can probably punish him if he goes up
Benny in the mid lane
far.
with Star. They're going to try and run this duo around the map using the Andana net Raz as kind of initiation.
Oh no, like KO should have went down for Yuzon.
Zen knows better than to mess with that. He just backs out real quick. We'll come back for the mic column. It's a good win comes from KO.
Oh no. Wins is actually farmed. It's gonna be hard. Hayate will be killing the mid game. Yeah, Yuzon, sorry.
Neil in the area though. Neil might be in trouble. Don't cut away from that. What? Oh,
nice.
Neil. Nicely done. That's why the camera people were trying to hide it. Benny's down as well. A double kill to North America.
Very
Nice.
Bit of a mistake here from Chinese Taipei. Really,
Neil did not crit. That's the only reason why he didn't die.
But they tried to come back and
I mean, he didn't get a kill because he wasn't able to get a crit.
there for the punish, and it was. So
Very nicely done by North America. And now they get a little bit jungle steal, and Star might be in trouble as well. He tries to just power surge through them. That Zen cannot have it. You can't turn your back on him. He's playing Quibble. You can't run from him.
yeah, and especially because he has those Hermes select, he will jump on top of you. He's been out of combat for a little bit. He is on the hunt right now. You know, I was okay. Never mind. Just kidding.
Mid lane.
Oh my god.
Beginnings needs to flick. Cataclysm will come through. There's the dive with the kunai blitz, but Neo shuts down Benny. This is not going back at all for North America. As wins his
Nice.
forwards as well. A double kill in the mid lane. NA still at 5 players holding strong.
Yeah, I would say the comeback is nearly complete. Just talking about gold and colors, they're doing an excellent job. I was commentating like it was coronation of the Chinese Taipei team, but a couple of mistakes and a couple of capitalizations by the NA team, and I'm suddenly waving the red, white, and blue, the stars and stripes forever, TJ.
North America reminding us they did make it to the quarterfinals for a reason. And if you're gonna disrespect them like that, chill in their jungle as a Wukong, you will receive the Zay.
It definitely was disrespect because Neil thought he could just jump in there after Yuzon died and avenge his death, and you know, not so much. It's a reason why Zane is one of the better junglers in the world as well, because he will constantly farm up, and he's been doing a great job of that.
Good turn, like we were saying. NA doing all right. Top lane tower, down to half HP.
Zane might be ahead in
Neil, excuse me, sold his Cooper, his jungle item.
Yeah, he sold his jungle item before he upgraded it, like a couple of minutes ago. It was right after he got the club sacked. I thought about bringing it up, but we saw a whole bunch of fights.
Oh, now that makes it a lot more difficult to kill jungle monsters. So if there ever is a fight on the Abyssal Dragon or Dark Slayer, for instance,
Wukong doesn't need it though.
Taipei can't really rush it down as quickly as they normally would be able to.
Beginnings. Pulled out. Star in the area. There's the Cataclysm combo. Oh, it's very
Oh
nicely
my
done.
god.
But North America are turned as Neil just deletes him. 2 kills through. KZ Fox has to flicker away, and it still doesn't save him. 3 kills to
Wukong
Chinese
though.
Taipei.
He's just chunking everybody.
Hurricane wall by Benny. I dare say, without that hurricane wall, that fight goes completely differently. Basically secured all 4 of those kills. You saw Zane try to jump in, thought he had an opportunity to get in there, and then Benny shut him down completely. He was just slow to oblivion, and Chinese Taipei claimed up the rest.
North America got a little
Yep.
bit overconfident.
Omen just gonna split push from the beginning, but every time this Roxy shows up in front of this Omen, he'll have to what the fuck? He'll have to run away. Like he just can't fight this Roxy right now, one-on-one. Even for endgame, he's not gonna be able to fight Roxy one-on-one. Roxy's just way too strong. Hey, what's up, man? Garima. I'm all good, bro.
Kunai Blitz from Winds, who did ridiculous damage, and even while Vayne was self, it didn't even matter. He was taking all that damage the entire time.
North America, how do you regain control of this? Are they that far behind that they're not going to be able to win team fights at this point?
Yeah,
Nice
especially with
placement.
having to do
So
having
you're
to
right now you're gonna see how Chinese Taipei will control the lanes. All right, so you have to focus on the map right now, where you'll see how Chinese Taipei will try to balance these lanes out as much as they can, so that they will go into the towers, like into these second tier towers, all at the same time. So they have two options now, which is one, Yuzon just split pushes right here at bot, while four of them goes to the dragon. One guy just clears this mid lane so that one of NA has to defend it. So that's option one. Option two is that one guy defends the dragon, pushes for the dragon, while three people are at mid, and Omen still split pushes right here. Right, so that's like their two of their main options really. Is because like they NA right now they couldn't leave this Drake alone. So what happens right now if they force a fight? If Yuzon splits here, and three of them or four of them is at mid, while they're trying to control the top wave, then it will be a 3v4, a 4v4, or a 5v4, but two towers is gonna be split. So they have
of
so many
advantage.
options right
It's
now.
hard to get to him,
It
but
depends
it's
on
also good to have
what
him
they
because
call
he's going
though,
to be like hunting you
because
down
Yuzon will
where
be
he's
calling this
way
out.
too far. And if you just take a normal team fight, the Kunai Blitz is going to rip you apart. So I would say that they need to go for picks. Just individual picks. Try to find Yuzon out in the open again, and maybe you see a repeat of what we
Oof,
saw before.
it's gotta hurt.
Can't find your isolated players.
All right, so they're just gonna wait for Yuzon to push out bot lane as well, and then they're gonna control this lane.
Yeah, that's the nice thing about getting Frostgate. I seen you. We
All right,
can get
Yuzon's
into it. So good
trying
to go.
checking dragon. That's weird. We'll see though. We'll see how they play this.
If KO could grab a
All right,
big grab.
Yuzon's taking dragon. Two people up mid. These two people can defend this Drake real easy. Mid's gonna push in. Bot's gonna be pushing in right now too. So Zane will not be in the fight. This is gonna be hard. Yeah, this is gonna be real hard for them. Zane runs into the fight but leaves bot lane. So one tower is going down for sure. Two towers going down. Yeah, two towers going down, and then they get poked. That's that's where you see how they manipulate their enemies, right? So they were just trying to poke everybody out while NA was trying to kill the Drake. And because they were able to poke down most of NA is gonna lose three towers just like that.
Yuzon gets a tower. This Drake will get one up top. North America are cowed back.
Yeah, so this is gonna be hard.
So far from North America, really just running in circles, don't know where to defend.
Yeah, so what the caster just said is the right thing. North America is just collapsing right now. They don't know where to defend. But the smartest decision they could have done would have been to just give maybe two towers and focus all their strength here, or just punish TPE over here, and then defend one second tier tower, and then lose two. So if they punish maybe two or three people right here, yeah, if they punish two or three people right here, plus they defend the tower, even if they lose two, yeah, even if they lose like two towers here, I think that's a win for them. Just because it's just better doing that than not getting any trades at all and giving away three free towers. It's good for a mid lane. They clear creep fast and easy. Yeah, well, yeah, it is. It is, mom.
They're down to the high grounds.
Be real hard.
See, so this is gonna be a
There
3-1-1.
The Drake arriving in the top lane. Neo eats the aggro. Flickering. No, sorry. Like
And then they don't even need to force anything. They could just get the dragon, get the resets for both, and then it's gonna be a win for them. Like this is textbook execution for TPE.
Dragon, and there is nothing North America can do.
It's not an age yet, so that's not that big of a deal.
They might reset though.
13K beginning to
Alright, they're going for the reset.
set down the dive.
Oh, nice
North
steal.
America get the enraged Dragon. KO tries to go through for the Agnes grasp, but will not land it. They did get very low.
Nice steal.
On the back line of Neil though, and Yuzom's in trouble as the Cataclysm comes through. North America don't get a kill.
Nice
but they
deal.
do turn the fight.
That was a mistake by TPE. They should have just tried and shoved this lane up and then take the Dark Slayer. Like, if this lane was shoved up, also mid shoved up, I think NA wouldn't be able to fight DS because they wouldn't have any vision of where TPE will be, or Taipei will be.
He's unburned the Death Embrace. He's to get away. Neil might be in trouble. A little bit far forward.
Neil was
But that was as
Neil was looking for a fight versus Starman. He was just pressing.
Alright, so they're gonna be able to gain some map.
well, the end result is.
Oh,
I
KO
think
pumped the
that-
sprint and the Agnes grasp. Just went in like a linebacker looking for that.
Alright, Yuzon's gonna be a real problem for
It
them.
doesn't matter. The Dark Slayer is the next target.
Uh-huh.
This is close.
4K, 2K. It's
Oh my
over.
God, but they're gonna be
Gets the
punished.
shot
They're gonna
on.
be
Cataclysm
punished.
Will come through. There's the stun up. Wins is.
They're gonna be
It is
punished.
gone. Right off
1-for-1,
the
alright.
bat. 1 for
NA
1.
is
Dark Slayer.
NA was ahead for that
North
exchange.
America.
Nice.
And in the meantime, KO goes back. Means there won't even be a tower trade for it.
Goodness, what a play from NA. They're finally.
That's what I'm saying. Like Roxy will be super strong against this Omen from early to late game. So this Omen is pretty much shut down with the strategy that TPE wanted to play, which was a split strat.
Get back
So they
there,
have to
bite.
play this differently. By I guess the smartest thing to do is maybe bait one of their cores, which is Omen or Wukong, bait them and then catch KZ Fox first. When they're able to do that, and then when they're able to shut down Zane, then they're probably gonna win because NA's team's defenders is just KZ Fox. She's the strongest defender in this game right now. So if she gets taken down and all their lanes are pushed up, third tier towers will be going down.
Neil showed himself out of that bush, walking a little bit too far forward. An uncharacteristic mistake means Neil knows to get out of
Oh
that.
my
So
God, yeah.
Zane doesn't.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, like,
Powers
Zane
through.
will be
Cataclysm
punished.
tries, Zane will the resurrect. He summons the Drake in panic. That Drake will go down.
Lol.
I think that was the right decision. Even though the Drake died immediately, the Drake was not going to be able to be summoned after this because of the shorter cooldown time or shorter release time.
Because of the death time.
Yeah. So he was not going to be able to get that
Oh
off.
my
So
God.
he's boxing a lot of damage from the Ghost Force.
Either way, though, North America cannot be
Yep,
happy
so
with
this
how
is
they
gonna be
spent
hard
these
for
fights.
them. Illumia can defend. Oh no.
Neil!
Oh no.
2 hits, Neo's gone.
Alright, this is 2 towers down automatically. Or no, maybe 1 tower down. Because Baldwin still has OT. Yeah, so he's gonna be able to defend one side. KZ Fox automatic defend. And then if this is gonna be a 1-on-1 up top, Roxy will be able to defend this top lane.
That is a late game.
Let's see how they play it though.
So much damage.
There's 1 tower down.
And now Taipei trying to finish this game off before NA can provide any more comebacks.
I don't know what kind of trying there is.
Alright, this is gonna be 1 tower
Doing
down.
That much damage to the tower as well. Star pushes forward. 32 seconds on the respawn for Neo. Zane himself is
Yeah,
back.
1 tower down.
Elmi is a 4v5
Good
on
defend.
this desperate tower hold. Speaking of, second high ground tower gone.
Oh my God, GG. GG. Alright, NA lost just because KZ Fox died. KZ Fox was the most important person to be alive in their team. because half of their CC comes from KZ Fox. Half of their a third of their damage comes from KZ Fox also.
He's gone. Neil pulled back.
Yeah,
Zane for the kill.
they're gonna
Interrupted
lose.
by the Hurricane Wall.
GG.
Zane's got to run. He can't get out. They power
That's the only
through,
kill they
and it's
needed.
a game 2 victory to Chinese Taipei as KO struggles to do the...
CC, like 50% of their CC comes from KZ Fox.
A better showing for North America, but they still can't change the numbers that now read 2-0.
They have a very big problem because they don't have defensive heroes. All their heroes are strong defenders in a sense that they can clear the lanes. But most of their heroes cannot defend against skirmishes, so it's just gonna be a hard game for them. Sad life for NA.
Chinese Taipei now halfway to one of the 4 semi-final slots. And seeing literally scratching their heads, trying to figure out how to take this team down.
Them and everyone else, that marks the 12th win in a row for Chinese Taipei at the AWC.
Lol.
They've yet to drop
12-0.
a single game.
Pretty good. I have to say though, that is the most mistakes I've seen from them. And most major mistakes I've seen from them in a long time. A part of that is NA being good and being able to capitalize, but they might have found something there. They might have...
It's actually so weird that these two casters are saying that NA was just that good. I don't know. Like, I mean, NA is as good as a team that could go to a AWC. But I think this game was mostly because of TPE's mistakes that NA was able to catch up. Because there was a long time where NA was just statically defending just because they knew that they were not going to be able to fight this TPE team. Other than KO catching Yuzon a lot. But I'll just go to the restroom real quick, alright?
Found a way to get to the Chinese Taipei team, and it might have to start with finding Yuzon out, singled out, take him out, and try to deal with the rotation coming up from Chinese Taipei.
Do you think... Alright, we're looking at the end stats screen here. Do you think you have an idea of what North America need to chase?
As far as strategy,
Yeah.
I think that the blueprint is there. You find Yuzon, you kill him, and you either get away before they can chase you down, or you brace for the rotation, and you can take them out when they come out. Again, a lot of it has to do with them being completely farmed up, so that they can punish the rotation from Chinese Taipei. But while that's not an overall strategy, it is a tactic they can use going forward.
North America struggle in the... Our second game. But you can see the improvement.
31% from Raz. Lol. Yeah, see what I was saying? Like, this KZ Fox, a third of the team's damage, plus almost all the CC they need. That game is just gonna be hard for them.
He's now playing Quillen. How much of Zane's pool is left with Quillen Darcy up the cards? Also, global ban pick, does he finally get his Olympus?
No, I think that's just band-aids.
Adapt to that. For boy.
Neil, man.
Poor people.
This Taipei team just plays the game to a T. Their team execution for strategies is just way too good, man. They know where they're supposed to be at almost all the times. That's why it's really hard to fight them. This just shows how much this team studies their
I don't
strategies
understand
and
players who
studies
consistently play Meteor Link
positioning
games. Like, I will not
so
favorite
well.
someone unless they're dead.
Yeah. Well,
That would be too.
They just
there is no
don't.
inefficient damage.
It's
You'll
not
see here on the
them
stage where
playing so much that
every
they
fight
actually
results
mastered
in
their heroes,
a
but
little quick break.
it's them
We'll be
playing
back.
so much that
Game
they
number
actually
3
mastered
of the
their
first
strategies or
Game
their
7
positioning,
of the opening
which is
round.
really hard to
World Cup
do.
group stage continues after this.
This is just textbook, man. It looks simple when they do it, right? But that's the thing. It really is that simple. You just need to know when to use your strategies, man. That's how the Dota teams do it. Oh man. Let me just get something to snack on, because I need to drink my meds in a bit. What the fuck? My stream is lagging again. Let's wait for it to load a little. So much drop frames, man. Well, let me just check my internet too. my god, I don't get it. My internet is feeling so hard.
Taipei don't have a whole lot to grab here.
Alright, on to the next game, I guess.
Sephora is their first pick with, like, solid, but North America gets second with Florentino with a 1-2 answer. I think that's better.
Yep, I would agree, having seen this play out. So, we get to see if Scud can counter Florentino once again. And I mean, it's something, but it's not... Okay, let me start over. We've seen in chat, people said, Scud just completely destroys Florentino. We both think, or maybe you think less of this than I do, but I think that Scud can kind of sort of do it. But wipe the floor with him is a little bit much. He kind of just...
Yeah,
doesn't
I've
completely
heard
get
much tell of Scud's mobility. I just don't agree. He's got like one dash, and it's not even a good long dash. Like a
But
pretty
it
short
resets.
dash.
But it resets. That's where it's so good.
But like, it's not even. It's more of a hop than a dash. Let's be real. He just kind of like.
It's on a very short cooldown. There's that. It's like 4 or 5 seconds, especially when you get this cooldown reduction. Which is more than you can say for like Kilgroth. I think people
Hey, what's up, guys?
look at a kit and then look at what happens, and they're like, "Oh, that's a good ability," without looking at the cooldown. Like Kilgroth has a dash on like an interminably long cooldown. It's like you're,
Nice
you know,
C-spin
you can
there.
go.
Be a shame if you couldn't spend that ability for another 30 seconds.
It's like you can go over the microwave, put some popcorn, and come back. It's like, oh, never mind. Just
What
kidding.
dashes up for? Alright, let's refocus to this draft because we're past phase 1. Ignis, Zenio, Florentina for North America, Safra, Scud, and Reno. This is
Ignis,
where
though.
Batman starts to take effect.
I don't know if I like the Ignis pick.
Time to lose this one. Oh, sorry, win this one. And I can't wait to see how wild things get there as North America would be up against the wall. Even here,
Fennec,
we see
Varys.
Zenio as two of our first picks.
I'm one very specific thing here. I want China Taipei, for their sake, to put Sephra on the support role now that they picked her, because Ignis is actually a pretty good counter to Sephra. He was when he was ridiculously good / broken earlier on. They did nerf him, but only a tiny bit. He hasn't gotten that as weak as people thought he did, and he's still a reasonable counter to Sephra.
The big thing about Ignis is that his scary stuns and his scary damage are all fairly sustained. So Tides of Life isn't the be-all and end-all that it is with some other characters.
Yeah, and Ignis just pokes at him.
You know what? This D2 guy, he says some bold stuff, man. But like, I wouldn't really say that, Jonah, bukas yung yung pinto?
Hindi, siya nagbukas.
Okay. Kakalak ko lang. Nagalawa ng oras ka dadating eh. Kakalak ko lang na 3 minutes ago. So there you go. Ignis though, he was buffed a little, but I think the biggest nerfed a little. Though I think D2 as a caster hasn't used Ignis as much. Because the biggest problem with Ignis right now is actually his mana pool and not how his skills work. Like, Ignis's mana pool right now is just too slow or too low that he doesn't give as much a big an impact from the early game rather than he was before. So I think that's going to be a real hard game for him right now. Not unless he doesn't spam his kills. Though I really don't think that would happen because he's gonna be with a Senyo support, and Senyo's clear speed is just too slow, and his damage is just too low early on to clear creeps. Let's see though. The Malok can be good,
Welcome to the fight.
but most of the team of Chinese Taipei right now is super mobile, so I don't know if Malok will be a good pick.
But I definitely didn't get
Alright, so they went for Zephys.
Fire. There's fire in the form of this nice skin on Zephys, but not the actual.
I would say
Oh.
that Zane's Zephyr's playing is hot.
L'Oreal is gonna be a real strong pick right now.
Kilgroth comes
Because
from
this
London.
NA team doesn't have DPS.
This is about.
Their damage is just way too low.
I assume
Ignis has the only high DPS in their team right now, and L'Oreal can just dodge that damage. So that's gonna be hard for them. I'm good. Ilang no, bumabagal yung internet. Ba't ang daming jewel ni Shobe? Papag-giveaway niya?
Kaya,
Ah?
kay Jin.
Papag-giveaway nga niya?
Kay Jin lang.
Lahat?
Yung nakalagay sa
Mhm.
riverbank.
Ano na?
Hindi ba sa akin?
Okay. Sino kayo? Sino kayo?
Ano niya?
Hindi, pero 8 ata yung nandyan eh.
Juice, ano? Yung mga ano.
Di ba isang buong ganito yan, kada isa?
Hindi.
Ang juice ba yung iba? Hindi, gagi. Puta. Yung iba cartridge. Okay, ako nga. Di ko nakita. Oh my god. Internet is slowing down. So we're going for 480p right now. If it loads. Oh my god.
The bush. O's already going. Mark of the Hunter taking people. Nope. KO though. Doesn't have that option. This could get dangerous. Double stun for the Serpent's Embrace. He's fine with his North American Sapphire and Scud and Rio. This is where the global pick ban starts to take effect. We're one more game, even if Chinese side can lose this one.
Chinese side.
About Ignis is that his scary stuns and his scary damage are all fairly sustained. So Tides of Life is
There's fire. There's fire.
talking to Kilgroth. I assume this is in jungle, if I had to guess.
Well, it could still be
Jungle Ryoma.
Jungle or Ryoma has been more popular in jungle as of like 4 months ago.
Yeah. I'm just.
I would still expect to see that just because of the gank potential. Kilgroth isn't as good at ganking because he doesn't
I
have
think I
CC.
don't believe in Kilgroth. I think that's where dissatisfaction comes across. I think you need real fast scale and Scorching Wind, which of course raises your attack speed in order to have.
So this is actually a smart pick for TPE, just because this Florentino, which is supposed to be a strong lane for side lane, is actually countered by Kilgroth and Scud. So when Kilgroth reaches level 4, this Florentino will have a really hard time against this Kilgroth.
And
We'll see though.
comes from being a jungler, but Chinese time may disagree.
Alright, so it's gonna be a Tulin.
They blocked his.
Oh, this might be a Ryoma mid Tulin jungle though. It's either Ryoma mid or Tulin mid, or Tulin jungle or Ryoma jungle. Is what I'm seeing.
2 patches ago, Kilgroth.
Let's see though. What the no? So enemy jungle is Zephys. They might actually go for a Tulin jungle. because in clear speed, like Dylan will always be first, and then he's gonna be able to hold positions early on. Hmm.
So he gets like he basically just gets 20% more attack speed just naturally because he's better now. I do like the switch from L'Oreal to Tulin. The L'Oreal made sense in a way because there's a lot of poke damage, but nothing bursty really coming off of NA. So theoretically, you pick the L'Oreal, she can kind of live through that, but I think the Chinese Taipei was like, let's not do too many shenanigans here. Let's just win first row.
What is this more? Does it happen? No.
I like the Morin better than the Valheim, I'll tell you that.
You sure? Because if they go Warren, then the only stuns on that team are Ignis.
Why he's done when he can kill.
Solid thoughts from D-Tick. Head on over to his website and Twitter account for more of those.
All right, they went Valheim.
Morin has a lot of damage, but I do like the point that you bring up with Valheim and Ignis because that can get oppressive really fast, especially in the early game.
Tulin Kilgrove.
As you're saying, if Ignis gets his sustained AoE stuns and Valheim starts being able to rain stuns into the AoE stuns, then someone's not going home.
This does mean, though, that there's a lot of pressure on NA to win in the early game because that's what their team comp is geared towards. And though we've seen them really punk people over the Valor series, this is going to be a tough test to really put one over on Chinese Taipei in that early game here.
Yep, North America have had 2 games to try things, to learn the ropes. Now it's game 3. Then are going to win here. They will be at the ropes in the next set. So, gotta turn this round. They don't
Can be Kilgrove jungle, but I don't think Kilgrove jungle will be as effective as the other heroes they have right now.
And it's not just the prestige of getting to the next round, it's also like triple the prize money if you win this round. So, that's a big deal.
North America, we saw them literally physically scratching their heads at the end of game 1. D2, what have they concocted for game number 2?
Alright,
I like it.
Kilgrove jungle.
They have a very nice early
They're
game.
going
Definite divergence from what they've been
passive farm for Kilgrove,
but it might
and then 4 of them will be able to find kills. Yeah, that can be an effective strategy.
This mid lane, I have faith in because I'm a big Ignis fan. But I think Beginnings needs to have a somewhat better performance than he has so far. I don't think Beginnings has been bad, but I do think he's been struggling, especially in comparison to how he looks on his best days. Beginnings should be one of the stars of this team, the bedrock upon which their team playing coordination is built. And these last few games, he hasn't been able to do that.
So this
amazing at times.
Valorant will have an easy time if he plays it right.
This round so far. You see the poke coming out from KZ Fox, that's what they want him to continuously do here. By the way, one small thing before we get into any fights. We saw Benny walk up to the lane and pull the minions away. And I wouldn't put it past him if that was intentional to mess with the farming of Caitlyn.
Speaking of intentionality,
I don't know, they won't be able to kill Benny.
Forced to flicker.
Anyway, to finish my story. So, Ignis, you see him throw 3 fire crashes out in a row there. The way he was able to do that is you put the first fire crash on 1 or 2 minions, and then the fire crash the passive from Ignis cascades as you hit the fire crash from the other 3 minions. So you basically get to throw as many fire crashes in a row as you want. I think Benny pulled the minions aside on purpose to prevent KZ Fox from doing that.
Beginnings in
Oh my god, nice positioning.
I think Benny pulled the minions aside.
This is how good they are and how decisive they are with their calls. Just look at how both their jungle, their jungle moves in for beginning. Because he missed that jump, they knew that beginning will be punishable at this point. Because his first kill has a really long cooldown. So it's really gonna be hard for him to run away to his safe zone. Well, the biggest problem they have right now is his safe zone is 2v4.
I think Benny pulled the minions aside.
Oh
on
my
purpose to
god.
prevent KZ Fox from doing
Alright, GG.
He's in trouble right after I call him out from AV, needing to pick up the pace. Things go wrong right off the bat. He's caught off by 3 players. Now Wins is through to the mid lane as well. Does bear notice, I was right about that jungle call. Neil playing the Kilgraf.
Well, he can play anything when Zane. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Zane in for a death from above. Now the rain comes through. The fire crash with the rain of fire results in some.
Alright, they stole like 2.
Stops. That forces Neil
Hello.
to play. This is
Yes, ma. Okay naman, live ngayon. Live ngayon. Meron kami mga laban this weekend eh. Kayo, kamusta kayo? Yeah. Ba't nandiyan na ba sa bahay yung kotse? Okay lang. Ayusin ko na rin yung lisensya ko para makuha na rin. Okay. Hindi, sabi ni Kuya Andy, kailangan ko daw talaga bayaran eh. Nakausap na namin ni Daddy. Bayaran ko lang daw muna yon, tapos hindi na daw kailangan, mabilis na daw yung renewal. Sa Guadalupe. Hindi na daw. Babayaran lang daw yun, tapos dadaling ko lang yung resibo. Hindi, sila rin yun. Sila rin ang mag-aano nun. Sa system na nila yun, automatic na yun. Okay, yeah. Okay lang. Okay. Okay. Okay, sige. Okay. Alright, bye ma. Love you.
So, hey, I'm going to talk about their crafting for a while. The reason why I think Neil went from Kilgraf into this matchup is that Kilgraf can just dive through the stuns. You pop the ultimate core lord, you get CC immunity sustained by how many hits you're getting. So if you want to just stick to an Ignis, very few junglers can do that because the Ignis just throws out stuns at his feet. But the Kilgraf will have no trouble.
Right, and I can see why they'd want to put their most feared player onto the Kilgraf, because Kilgraf's going to be able to get the most done in this game.
Here's Chinese Taipei for the bot lane. Benny poked back by a good Valheim stun. Beginnings is dedicated to the element now. Both supports rotating down.
All I want to see in this game, TJ, this has to happen one game, or one time in the fight, is Death Flurry from Zane, just shoving it at Wins, who does the Spectral Ire. So they're just throwing swords at each other like, ah! So that's all I want to see.
Okay.
Just simultaneously.
No, I appreciate it. Because I did know when that happened during Valor Series, and you just started cackling.
I love it. I love it so much.
Good burst. Only at first takes Neil down the peg. This is going to be a lot of pressure towards the mid lane from Chinese Taipei. I think underrepresented offensive team is just not really great there. North America though, quickly take out Abyss and Dragons, that will even out some of the gold. They don't even lose anything for it. Now some jungle will get taken away, but it's just small caps.
Yeah, good recognition there from NA, realizing that all the pressure was mid, so they just burst down the Abyss and Dragons as quickly as possible. That does mean that Chinese Taipei is trying to seal out their jungle though.
I don't think they can get this mic buff. Oh, maybe if Zane does that. I think he opened the door there, I'm not going to lie. The second the Mind Golem got knocked low in the middle of its reset, they thought maybe they'd have something. Does get cleaned up though. Few counts go over, small counts to Chinese Taipei. That'll hurt Zane's individual scaling a bit, but it is worth it in the scheme of how much they got for the Wizard Dragon. He still gets the Golem, which is the big deal.
I'm a little bit worried about NA scaling here because Valheim's not going to be great in the late game. Ignis will still be okay. He's not going to completely fall off.
Yeah. He's
But-
definitely less effective towards the late game.
Yeah, and you know the defense is always going to be fine. Florentino's always going to be fine, though. Florentino does have a great time in the early game, and then Azil's going to be okay, but that's the support. So the more this game goes on, the more I feel like it starts to favor Chinese Taipei, even though they do have some early game heroes of their own.
That was a pinwheel over the ball in bot lane. It will be Neo falling. Bills grabs the kill off screen.
Oh my god. What's happening with my internet, man? It's fucking crazy.